Hello everybody. I wanted to come on here today to do a reading for you guys for after the Lionsgate portal and what to do with that energy. So the Lionsgate portal, it happens on 8/8 every year, August 8th. And it's a time at the height of the sun in Leo where there's this very strong, fired up energy, um, things that are, very Leo qualities like fire and luck. And manifesting your dreams, all of these begin to shine through, and we're hit with a wave of energy that helps to activate and manifest the things that we desire. Our dreams, our passions, our wishes, all of those are activated, heightened, and are given this extra fire and power to manifest with the Lionsgate portal in the sign of Leo. So today we're a little bit after the Lionsgate. I meant to record this on the 9th, but it's actually going to be up the 10th. Sorry, you guys. So this reading I wanted to do today is what to do with that energy from the Lionsgate portal. What are you manifesting? Where's your energy go from here? So for today, I decided to do a simple reading, just picking 3 piles. Now, if you're wondering why my hands are a bit red, you'll actually have to tune in next week for the video I'm going to release then. I'll explain it. It happened in the middle of the video there, and if you want to find out, you can tune in next week. When I release that one. So for today, go ahead and pick the pile that you are most drawn to. Whichever of these 3 piles. Don't overthink it. Usually your gut instinct, your first pull is the right one. And whichever one of these piles speaks to you, draws you in, feels like it resonates with you the strongest, that is going to be your pile for the reading today. First, we have pile 1 with this yellow calcite heart. I like this one, it's very pretty. It's a big one. Then we have pile 2 with this carnelian pendulum. Very fiery red color, reddish orange. And then finally we have this raw citrine stone for pile 3. Pile 3 with the raw citrine stone. So go ahead and choose your piles. You can use the timestamps in the chapters below to jump down to your reading if you like. And I will see you there. Here we go. All right, pile 1. Pile 1, this is going to be your reading if you chose the yellow calcite stone and the Disney Villains Tarot. Okay, before we jump into our cards this morning, I'm going to go ahead and use the Oracle deck to get a broader look at what type of energy you're coming into, what you need for your manifestations from the Lionsgate portal, and then we'll get some more specific advice for spirit. All right, so first we're going to take a look at your oracle cards to get some advice about how to manifest this energy, what to do after this Lionsgate portal energy, and then we'll use the tarot cards to get some more specific advice. So you have your spirit animal energy card here with the dolphin. This is a really beautiful card to have here, especially when it comes to wishes and dreams and manifesting your desires. The dolphin is a highly spiritual card, very empathetic and intuitive. So this is showing to lean in on your spiritual qualities, on your heart, on your intuition, on your empathy. And it's through this that you will begin to manifest your desires from the Lionsgate portal activation. The riddle. This is your archetype card. And for your archetype today, we're choosing the tool that will help you in this manifestation. The riddle is an interesting one to have. Then this is the Queen of the Moon Oracle card, and this represents your emotional state about it. And you have the Egg Moon with Trust. Ooh, okay, I see. So, what I'm seeing here, Pile 1, you are a very empathetic, spiritual being. You have a strong spiritual connection and capability. And it's through this that you're going to be using to manifest your dreams and wishes from the Lionsgate portal activation energy. The tool that you're going to use here with the riddle, this means that some parts of the manifestation, some parts of what you're creating, some parts in this whole process of your wishes coming true, your dreams being fulfilled, the journey that this year's activation is taking you on, are going to be unknown to you. You're not going to know all the details. You're not going to understand all the pieces of exactly how it's going to come together. And that's where this element of trust comes in. So these actually tie together very strongly. While you're leaning on your spiritual side, your intuition, your heart, that beautiful, lighthearted feeling, that hope, that trust, that optimism, you also have to let go, surrender a little bit, and know that you can't know all of the details of how that journey will unfold. And so you are called for an element of trust, to simply let the energies unfold and to stay within your heart, within your heart space. All right, Padawan, I want to get some more specific advice about this one, if we're able to. There's something here that you're not meant to know. That's why it's a riddle. That's why you're being called to trust. But I'm going to ask for advice about at least the parts that you are able to know, that we are allowed to know here. So, for pile 1, can we get some more specifics on what is happening with this energy from the Lionsgate portal activation? What to do with this energy from the Lionsgate portal activation? Oh, okay. Cool. We've got some stuff there. Something else that wants to come up too, though. I'm not done with that yet. That was maybe too much. I don't think I'm going to take all those cards. I will take the top one, though. Okay, we have Death, the Queen of Cups, the Four of Cups. I'm going to take all of them. They jumped out. I'm going to take them. Judgment. Okay. Ten of Cups. The World in Reverse. Seven of Swords. Alright. I don't know if this is all in the frame. Let me move these around a bit. I think some of these are going to end up being cut out. There we go. There we go. That works. Okay. So, this is super interesting. There are reassurances here of the blessings to come with Ten of Cups, with the Queen of Cups. There are reassurances of the blessings to come. So you have beautiful, good things that are coming ahead for you. Your dreams, your hopes, some of the things that you are looking for, they are going to be granted, be made real, be manifest. But it's not going to be in the way you expect. This is re-emphasized here. Yeah. With the World card upside down, Death and the Four of Cups. It's not going to be how you expect. There's going to be some changes. Some of them good, some of them a little bit more challenging. Not everything that you imagine and envision for yourself in your future right now is going to work out exactly the way that you think. There are going to be some surprises along the way. There's going to be some of the dreams, the hopes, the ideas that you have now that you're actually going to let go of in order for these greater blessings to come in. What that's going to require on your part is emotional balance. You don't want to fall too deeply into your emotions with this one. You don't want to be drawn away by your emotions and pulled out of sync. With this judgment and this judgment and discernment card right here. This is, you're going to be slowly unraveling the riddle. And as time goes on from this point, you are going to be filtering out, sifting through is the image that I'm getting. And discerning and deciding which of those dreams and desires are for you and which need to be set aside. Some of them are for you and some of them need to be set aside. There's an element of patience here that you are called for. So what you are wanting to manifest, it's not necessarily going to manifest and happen quickly for you. It's going to be a little bit of a process. I'm seeing 3 to 4 months out for something before you start to see. And it won't be everything that you're thinking. You're going to slowly filter through in the next 3 to 4 months and use your judgment, your discernment, staying within your right heart space, not letting the emotional extremes pull you one way or the other, and working out which of the things that you think you want right now are actually for you and which are not. The main message here, though, is, again, with this trust. These are not a lot of active cards. That's not what I'm seeing from them at least. It's less about you taking action and trying to push and make things happen. And it's more about you sitting back and watching the circumstances unfold. While the key message for you here is to stay within your heart space, balance your emotions, and use your discernment as you move forward. And allow these things that you have already put out there, that you've already done the action towards, taken the steps towards, to unravel, unfold, and make themselves known to you. All right, thank you so much, Pile 1. That is your reading here. Good luck with your manifestations and using that Lionsgate portal activation energy. You do have some beautiful things coming for you, and stay in that beautiful heart space. All right, Pile 2. This is going to be your reading if you chose the yellow, orange, carnelian stone, or orange-red, I guess, carnelian pendulum, and the Wild Unknown tarot deck. So first we're going to take a look at your oracle cards to get a better idea of how you are manifesting through this energy of the Lionsgate portal, and then we're going to look into your tarot cards to get some more specifics. So this first card is the animal spirit energy. Then we're going to have the archetype tool that you're going to need to help you, and The Goddess of the Moon Oracle deck is going to show us your emotional state. So first, you have the crocodile for your animal spirit energy. For your archetype tool that you'll need, you have the thread, and you have the vow. For the Goddess of the Moon Oracle, your emotional states, you have gratitude. I really like this one. Pile 2. This is a very calm energy. There's not a lot of movement or activity here. The animal spirit with the crocodile in this deck is all about waiting, biding your time, sinking into the cool water, but not necessarily in an effort of relaxation or disconnect. It's more of an intentional withdrawal, intentionally biding your time, intentionally pulling yourself back to observe, to wait, to watch things unfold. And that is going to be the majority of what you are doing here. Intentional waiting and watching things unfold. With this thread, you are going to be untangling the pieces. You'll find one thing that resonates, one thing that kind of makes sense and stands out, and use that to go from there and work through all of the different energies that you're faced with right now, that you're looking at creating. You're going to slowly find how they make sense, how they are meant to fit together, and the path that manifesting those dreams is going to take. With the vow and gratitude here, through this time period, you are going to be falling back on your support system, on the people that support you. You are going to be leaning heavily on the energy of others, and falling into that space of gratitude while you are resting, building, waiting, and watching for these greater things in your life to unfold. So pile 2, what I'm seeing for you in the wake of this massive energy surge with the Lionsgate energy portal activation is rest, waiting, falling into that space of gratitude for what you have, leaning on the people who are here to help you, and slowly letting events unfold themselves, following the thread. But this is not a quick energy. This is not super active. It's not a rest of doing nothing, but being very intentional with the energy that you output. So you may have recently put a lot of energy and a lot of intention into many different things, or you may want and desire things that are going in many different directions. But the message here is to be slow, steady, and patient with how you proceed and move forward with the actions that you take. Be very slow, methodical about the actions that you choose to take moving forward with this. Let's get some direct advice now. Can we get some advice for pile 2 with more specifics of how to manifest this energy from the Lionsgate portal? Oh, and what to do take these 2, but not all of them jumped. here. Can we get some advice as to when to come out? And I feel like there's something. This one, bottom of the deck. Okay, let's see what we have here. We have the Four of Swords, all right. The Ace of Swords. Aha, okay, okay. Mother of Wands reversed. Ooh, the Star reversed, but the Moon upright. Very interesting. Yes. This is a balance between the actions that you're choosing to take and the ones that you're not taking. This is not full of fire, forging ahead with everything that you desire and trying and doing so much to make those things happen. Instead, small, singular actions that are well thought out. Taking the time to rest, to reflect, to find that inner peace, that inner clarity. Finding clarity, getting very, very clear on which of these goals you want to action into the world. You still are called to act upon them, but not in a big burst of fire type of way, in a very slow, methodical, deliberate, one at a time, only the things that are relevant. With the Star reversed and the Moon upright, it's important to step back to gain this clarity, because if you just dive head first into everything with fire and action and do all the things at once, you're going to be deceived. Yeah, if you dive in too strong head first and try to go all the directions at once, your energy is going to get muddled. It's going to be like muddy water. It's going to be dissipated too much so that you're not really able to accomplish any of those dreams. You can still achieve the dreams that you want to accomplish, but you need to be realistic about it. This is not a like pie in the sky type of energy. The biggest message, don't do all the things at once. Be slow, deliberate, and intentional with where you put your energy. If you sit back and discern the one or two pathways that are right for you, the one or two actionable things that you are going to create, manifest, put your energy, action, and intention towards, that is how you will be successful going forward. If you dissipate and try to go in many different directions all at once, that's when it's going to get muddled and lost, and you won't have enough energy to fully make any of those things happen. So instead, sit back, untangle the threads, wait for your clarity, and also lean on those who are close to you, and sit in an air of gratitude for the support that you have. Don't try to do it all alone. You have a support network for the things that matter, for the things that you're intentional about, for the ones that you think through. You have a support network for it. But utilize all of the pieces well. Take a look at all of the pieces like if it's a puzzle, and sort through which ones you need to move towards and the resources that you have to get there, and let the other ones go. All right. That is your short reading for today, pile 2, about how to manifest your energy and what to do with the energy from the Lionsgate portal activation that we've had this year. Thank you so much for joining me today. Hello, pile 3. This is going to be your reading today if you chose this raw citrine stone for manifesting your Lionsgate portal activation energy and the Nightmare Before Christmas tarot deck. We're actually going to take a look at your oracle cards first today. Just want to give those a little shuffle. And we're going to use those to get a clearer picture of how you're going to go about using your energy from the Lionsgate activation portal. First, we have your spirit animal energy with the frog. We have your archetype tools with the offering and the nectar. And we have the Oracle of the Moon Goddess card with Hot Moon Extremes. Okay. So, very interesting. Some similar themes and messages that are coming through today across the piles. There is a strong message here of not taking on too much. In this deck it says the frog is not meant to carry a heavy load. That frogs are prone to overexert themselves and exhaust themselves. And they have need for rest and respite, quiet healing waters. With the offering here, this is a card of laying something down, giving something up, lightening your load. Setting aside one thing, giving it over to someone, something else, in order to focus your energy and rest and heal and take something off of you, make something else happen. With the nectar here, there is a promise of things to come. There is a beautiful, sweet reward that is lying ahead for you. But the nectar also talks about rejuvenation, rest, and respite. There's a heavy water message through here. So you may be someone who naturally aligns with the element of water, but even if not, you can use water during this time period to assist with this healing, whether that's calming baths or showers, going swimming in a pool, floating out on a river or a lake. However you best connect with water, or even just making sure that you're drinking the right amount of water throughout the day, that you're drinking more water, that you're taking care of your body in that way, is going to kind of help reset you through this time. With the Hot Moon in Extremes, this is calling us to learn how to navigate the extremes of life, and how to stay calm, peaceful, and resilient in between them, in the midst of them. So the strongest message for you here is actually, it's almost a message of a cool down after that fire of activation energy. This is actually going to be an important time to, instead of trying to keep that fire and keep yourself charged up and keep yourself doing, so much, all of the things, take this time. I'm hearing the next 1 to 2 months. That might sound like a long time for you, but I'm hearing 1 to 2 months. Take this next time period for rest and rejuvenation, and lightening your load, setting things down. It is through this time period of resting, setting things down, rejuvenating yourself, learning balance and calm. It is through that you are going to be making room for the blessings that come after that. If you do this calming, rejuvenation, setting aside the things you don't need in the next 2 to 3, in the next 1 to 2, over the next 1 to 2 months. Then later on, perhaps the next 2 to 3 months. I'm sorry, 3 to 4 months is what I'm hearing with that. 1 to 2 months of rest, relaxation, setting things aside, going slow, taking the time for you to rejuvenate. You'll be making room in the 3 to 4 month period for new growth. You can't have the new growth if you don't stop, renew the soil, clear out the old things, pull out the weeds, and make room for what you want to grow. I'm going to go ahead. I'm anxious to shuffle these ones today. Let me go ahead and get some more direct messages from Spirit about how to go about this manifestation time. There are some specific messages. Oh, all right. We have a bunch here. They're just jumping out in piles today, and I don't love that, but it seems to be the thing that is working. So we're going to go with it. Okay. Huh. Ooh, all right. Wow. You have a lot of 10s right here. You have 10 of potions, which is 10 of cups. This is 10 of wands and 10 of pentacles. 10 of cups, wands, and pentacles. The only one that you don't have here is 10 of swords. And that's important because 10 of swords denotes a stop, a halt. There's a reassurance here that this rest is not a stopping point. It's simply lowering that energy level down, simmering. You're turning it down to a simmer. If your pot has been on a boil and you're trying to cook something, your pot has been on a boil, you need to lower it down to a simmer to conserve that energy, but you're not turning it off. We're not stopping. So that is important to know. All of your 10s are upright, which is really pretty awesome. 10s represent an abundance of that element. 10 of presents, or presents in this deck, but pentacles here. 10 of pentacles is an abundance of material wealth and the things that you need, generational wealth, fulfillment. 10 of potions is an abundance of emotional fulfillment and happiness and joy and connection. You have all of this abundance that's coming through very, very strongly. You also have 8 of candles, which is 8 of wands in reversed. Upright, this card means that things are coming to you very quickly like lightning, but it's reversed. This is suggesting that delay. So when things start to happen, when the time is right, when we turn that pot back up to a boil, things are going to cook very quickly. Things are going to happen very quickly for you. But you do need to, there's a delay that has to happen here in order for that. So it's not necessarily that it's a slow progression or a slow building of your manifestations, your desires, what you're looking for. There's not a slow building that will happen here. Instead, we're going to turn down the heat, bring it to a simmer, rest, rejuvenate, make room, and then when the time for action comes, in about 3 to 4 months is what I'm getting, that's when this will flip and things will move very, very quickly. Yeah. 2 of candles in reverse. This is not a resting period that is about planning. It's not, oh, I'm not going to act on these things, but I'm going to make plans and I'm going to do things in the background and I'm going to get all my pieces in place. There was actually a different pile that talked about that type of energy. That's not what this is. This is instead a rest, a relaxing, a turning down of things that is purely for your own self-rejuvenation. This isn't do the little things in the background. This is get rid of what doesn't serve, focus on you, replenish your supplies before this large time of action comes. When it does come, when we are moving forward, we're going to be moving forward very swiftly. You're going to be making a lot of things happen all at once. There's going to be a lot of activity. So this period of rest and respite is a gift to you. And you will better flow with these energies if you take this time now as a gift and you use it well. You use it with patience and with self-care. Self-care is huge here. And you use it to focus on the things that you need internally so that you are the best version of yourself when these manifestations come to fruition, when that spark of action happens and all of the movements are happening very quickly. You're going to want to have taken the time to rest, rejuvenate, get rid of the excess, get rid of what you don't need, set down things that aren't aligned with your goals. You're going to want to have done that when this energy kicks in. So please take that message now and give yourself this time of rest. Give yourself this grace. Give yourself this respite. And thank you. Thank you for joining me, Pile 3. I can't wait to see what ends up happening for you with this, but please don't be in a hurry for it. This time is for you.